Shall we begin then? Orientation. I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, Mother. Evil vows to emerge from the depths. The aesthetic disturbance broke token the pregnant activity was observed. In Mordona, it was marked first. By comparison and time of magnitude, we have since deducted its origin, the Cardinal Flats. Strange. There have been no reports of pregnant activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. Well, that certainly explains how we came to North Avalon. Somehow the cavalry took us all the way to Voidbrand, to the heart of Alderaan. To assume so, my lady. It is all certain then, but the Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago. He hid himself deep beneath Cartel. It's been lying dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady. Taken together with unfounded account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land slumbers to heal, and the sort of aesthetic currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth, if left unchecked, the primal will drink the earth's life force, and doth he wake to ruin upon the land. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up. Bahamut may still live, but so too does grandfather. For the past 5 years, it's been keeping vengeful over his nemesis, making so that the primal does not escape. As to logic, though they slave, I durst not hope. I thought certain is my mere frustration thine, all too sorely felt grief. I know how desperate in this brainstorm region, but I saw with my own eyes, as he did Drusilla. But he vanished deep in the labyrinth before we had a chance to speak. Tomorrow I think fragments downward pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can find but the other two, I'm certain we'll find grandfather as well. Thou so believe, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If please you, I shall notify grand companies of this development. All ears I must stand united if we're to prevent the repeat of a calamity. Avert a repeat of a calamity. Being considered there is, that he is. Alpine will see the night as his own goal. If the rumor are true, the endeavor is well underway. I'll leave us the diplomacy of the bookburner while continue our investigation of Bahamut. The truth is down there. The crystal choke abyss lies beneath Cartel Flight, and the holy cradle of the Elder Prime Imol. By thy hand the red troops of great terrible resting upon us, from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, an answer doth breeze a profusion of questions. Of the begging irresistible allure, never had the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alice has sent her word coming. This time we more break the pipes, leap unflinching into the jagging that doth will gate beneath the land. Alright. If that is the case, my apologies. I trust not I kept you waiting over long. Above the land, and we're sure to have you in sight once more. I will not waste your time traveling with these. Let us proceed directly to the discussion with which we have learned, that which we hope to learn on. Initially, the evidence of the primal led us to delve the cavern in Castern Arson. to explore subterranean discoveries left after the fall of Dawn. As you will recall, what we found at Zest, largely, in fact, a fragment of fallen satellite. And within the depths of that structure, we uncovered not the new prime we expected, but the broken form Bahamut himself. Yet this great revelation will soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Ravos, Trinity Scholar of the Sun's Estate in Kodach, and he, in turn, kindly furnished with a theory concerning the elder Primus Alagan in prison. It was seen that Dalman was constructed to gather arches of the ray of the sun to hence the channel this ray diffusing onto the crystal tower. Yet the ancients saw the great potential Bahamut capacity to manipulate energies, otherwise unmatchable magnitude. For this reason, they did bind him with the red moon to serve as its living core. Besides greediness, culmination of our journey, the colossal devices surrounding the cradle in complete form with the elder primal. Information provided us the sun-sink Onage. We have learned these contraptions in intimate hulks that will each bore destination Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to twofold. First, they meant to act as a binding coil, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to free him. They meant to feed him. Precisely, the self-same energy prevents him from moving, also sustaining his corporal manifestation. Bahamut isn't permitted either to die nor truly live. He is merely allowed to be. For a century upon century of the other primal thus prisoned, beyond the fetters so centuries below their working, yet so adamant, that although his soul is astray, Bahamut lay yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primal's prayers of faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be then that Alkans found a way to stimulate the prayer itself? It seems only logical explanation ever postulatory, therefore the regenerative mechanism in question will also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into ether. Upon the evidence of thy precious foray, we determined the other primal was sustained by 3 such binding coils. That we did come in a scour realm to find the 12's wood, as yet unexplored fragments of lesser moon, the most familiar etheric signature. After conducting preliminary investigation, we have to believe if we have discovered a point which this North Shroud fragment is the segment of internal hulks can be entered. If Erisia's sword is in darkness, I will have to lead this charge. What's more, lead the charge. Guards, I'll be there at your side. Once you've made your preparations, head to Fallout God Floats. Make yourself known to my assistant, Super Lieutenant Anaim. The fallen fragment's not far from the sunlight. Her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I'll break these Algana fetters. With a time my grandfather sure as they bind behind it. Well, time to go then. You guys know then.